uglies. Hello, uglies. Hello, uglies.
Ooh, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
I'm Alexis P. Bubbles. P stands for Pop Culture Roundup. I have something to say about a little known show called Emily in Paris, Season 3.
You know,
which dropped yesterday.
The Dragula finale is the perfect time to talk about that show. Go ahead.
I'm just so honored that they have gotten my story out there. You know, as you know, the summer before the pandemic.
You burned down Notre
the
Dame.
the winter before I went to Paris. And then a couple
Paris?
of months later, they rolled out Emily in Paris, Season 1. And now we're on Season 3. It is gorgeous. She even got bangs after I got bangs. Like, I'm not upset. I'm not upset that they're kind of stealing my, like, art imitating my life or whatever. I'm really honored. And I have to say, I love escapist. I love escapist television. Everything happens correctly for her the right way. Do you watch?
I would like to escape this conversation. Did you see that she was in the article, the New York Times article about Nepo babies?
Yeah, I don't care.
She's a Nepo baby.
I don't give a fuck. Her name is Lily Collins. Her dad is Phil Collins from the Tarzan soundtrack.
That's the only thing he's known for. If you were a Nepo baby, what would you be a Nepo baby of?
Apparently.
What?
Her mom is a really mean person.
Her mom's mean?
Yeah.
Why are we upset about that? Is she
I
rich?
just think that's not nice.
Then she deserves
I think she's just really...
She's rich. She can do whatever she wants.
So I am actually really close with Lily Collins' hairdresser's assistant.
Yeah.
And
that is actually a true statement. Like, I know y'all are going to laugh it off. That's a really bizarrely true statement.
And according to that and just the vibe that we have, she is just a really sweet girl. And this show is so good. This show is what I wanted Sex and the City reboot to be.
Huh. Well, I love nepotism, and if I
don't care about nepotism.
You'd be if you
I love
had
it.
followed your dream into becoming a pilot/kindergarten teacher, you could have been a Nepo baby as well.
I am so flattered that you remembered that my mom was a kindergarten teacher.
I think she was a preschool teacher.
She was a teacher of some sort, of some age range when I was in school,
Okay.
and that's how I got to go to that school because it was like my church.
Public school is free.
No. When I was that age, it was a private school.
I thought you your parents had
and then when
convinced
she
you.
quit,
It was like a long
Then
con.
when she quit,
The only way you're even allowed in that school is because of me.
I'm glad she's not a teacher anymore because you know all those school shootings. Let's talk. Can I talk about it, or should we not
Talk about
Is it
school
over?
shooting? No, I don't want to talk about it.
And well, how about my little thing that just happened to me? Okay, a right-wing conservative group.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alexis, I'm on an emotional journey. Go ahead.
Okay, if you don't know, we kind of referenced it a couple weeks ago. A right-wing conservative group found pictures of me doing a story time with drag queens at a rich private school in Chicago. They posted it online with my name and said I'm a groomer and a pedophile. And that's disgusting. And I don't take that lightly. So I did some research and I learned that. Did you know this? 94% of child sexual abusers are people known to the victim, and 34% are people in the victim's family. That's according to a graph I found on rain.org. It wasn't a comprehensive graph, but nowhere on it did it say literate drag queens. But we have to protect these children. We have to protect these children. We can't let people in there with storybooks.
You're not a great reader, and I think that was the issue they had.
See, it doesn't really, you don't care about your children because as of October 2022, there have been a record 35 school shootings in K through 12. That's only in October, and we broke the world record. So America, congratulations. The onslaught of hate I received just from that.
Yeah.
It was shocking. I did figure out though, there's a setting on Instagram that you have to follow me to leave a message or a comment. So I did that. So
it's much better.
Yeah.
Except I follow you, and I do leave you some pretty mean comments.
But that's okay, because they're not lies. I don't know what can be done. This like new trend about finding drag queens and
it's a dog
slandering them. It's a diversion tactic. It's literally look over there. They're not watching this. They're not watching this, but the people who were commenting and DMing me, I don't think they know what diversion means.
No.
It means look at that shiny thing so I can do nasty shit behind your back. It's not the drag queens. And to quote a very famous drag queen, Trixie Mattel, there are men in dresses trying to abuse your kids. They're just called priests. Leave me alone, leave drag queens alone, and I'm going to continue to move on with my life.
I'm really proud of how you've handled it because that was a lot.
It wasn't even the most fucked up thing that's been happening to me.
No, but it was pretty bad.
good God, the amount of respect I have for people that go on TV, like drag queens, like Dragula girls and Drag Race girls. I feel like I got a tiny little hint of the hate that they must get on a daily.
Well, but especially like I think of like Nina West and Marty Gould Cummings. These are people who are outspoken about drag queens being positive role models and continuing
kids, yeah.
Drag Story Hour. They're on a much larger political stage, and like just seeing what you got because your name was mentioned in an article not even about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really scary.
It was eye-opening because it was like, I don't even care about story time with drag kids. I don't even care about kids. I literally just wanted to make some money, and if I can do it while sitting down, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? I don't care about your kids. I don't want to do...
I think we're getting off topic.
But the point is the fact that I don't even
about
make that a part of my like brand or platform, like spread love to all ages. I don't care about that, and they still came after me, you know? I mean,
I'm nice to kids, so if anything, they should come after me because I buy my nieces and nephews presents.
I don't even know mine's names.
Thank you to everyone who reached out for support for Alexis. So
you
nice.
Took the words. Yeah, I have been off social media, but I have been seeing everything, especially the people that have like tried to combat these, trolls. Don't do it. It's not worth it. But I saw it. Thank you so much. And thank you for being there for me.
But I think we learned a lot. I think we learned that when you groom, I zoom into action.
Yeah.
And I say...
Wigs. When I groom wigs.
Right. Is that not what I said?
Wig stylist.
Wigs, yeah. To the star.
Are you trying to get on that? Instagram?
I'll be next. It's just a terrifying situation. And just to see the outpour of love.
Yes.
For Alexis, and truly it happens every day
to other people,
to other drag performers. So whenever you see that, just reporting the comments, like especially the death threats, that does get accounts banned. And I know we successfully, I say we, meaning the other people on Twitter, because there were so many people who reported those commenters.
The thing that I loved the most, and actually friend of the pod, very serious designer Austin, he would just comment hearts. So now whenever like you go, you don't see the nasty comments, you just see the hearts. So that was really nice of him and nice of you all. So thank
Austin,
you so much.
Who did our opening graphics.
Who
did the edit with Alexis's head for free. He wouldn't take money for it.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to send him
balloons.
balloons.
I want to send him a Christmas present.
Okay. He went in and he commented on like all of these old pictures of you that honestly were really hard to look at for me. And so the fact that he was able to show you love despite the way you looked
is powerful.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of powerful, let's go to these, Dragula and they finale. Are monster powers. And yes.
Now this was long.
Uh-huh. And what an ending.
The podcast, I was kind of like, when it started, I was like, ugh. But then I was like, oh, this is nice. I like hearing them all get a moment.
I could have just had that part.
Yeah.
Listen, I love the Boulets. I have been very pro Boulet in my
tenure.
Thank you. So I was really excited to see the podcast because it's just, again, the thing I love most about them are those moments where we get to see their human side. And seeing them interact with the monsters in such a familiar way was really fun.
Oh, that was
and
refreshing.
Really sweet.
It
did seem like a mutual respect.
Yeah, it seems
like
a group of friends. I mean, like they said, they just got off tour with Hoso. Coco, best dressed.
Oh, yeah.
Coco in that suit?
Absolutely.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Coco's super
They killed it.
In general, I loved that part. Did it go on for too long? Of course it did, but that's okay. Like I was vibing. Then we get their performances and then the show ends suddenly. So let's go through their performances and just say what we loved. So we'll start with Hoso. Let's start with our favorite.
Hoso, insider tea. Go ahead.
Oh, no. You are.
We got a little.
Start to spill it.
We got a little peek of what Hoso would be wearing in the finale when Hoso was here for our mukbang, but we didn't get to see it in action, and it was so.
We only saw the finished
cool.
one. So she did make that entire thing in the boudoir.
Yeah,
the long table
room
in 2 days. And she said, I think she said on Twitter since it's aired, hey, here's the actual finished shot, which is the one she showed us. I didn't have a lot of time. Like, this was the last thing I was thinking about. And so I'm really proud of what I did in 2 days, but like, it's definitely unfinished. And here's it finished. Even had she not taken it home and finished it, it's
Yeah.
It's still
It
really
was amazing.
impressive. I mean,
Incredible.
I would like to see the reveal with more time and to see the finished product, because I did feel like the reveal
Yeah.
was a little wah-wah when we got such an amazing visual to start.
I thought it was.
But her head always looks really good.
For all three of them, it was a lot of just the first beats of their.
Mm-hmm.
It was like so much of the pre-action. Mm-hmm. And then we got to the action. I was like, oh, we could've
And then the
gotten here
episode
faster.
ends. Overall, though, so proud of Hoso. Then we move on to Coco. Now, Coco was a fucking spider. A Black Widow.
A Black Widow.
Jesus Christ.
I loved how she started on the ground with the guy. It was just such a brilliant use of it was like brilliantly put together.
Agreed.
Because when I think of Coco, I think of giant, voluminous, like
Tatas.
shapes. It was that plus booty, spider booty.
I loved it. This was
loved it, yeah.
out of the three, this was my favorite look. It was so visually striking. I think, too, it kind of helped the way that it was shown to us, which was through a very, very, like you said, long intro.
Yeah.
So for about 15 minutes, we saw her just chewing on someone's neck. And we
Chewing.
weren't able to see what she looked like. So I think they edged us to the point that we shot a huge load when we finally saw her.
A huge web.
Huge web full of sperm. And then finally
Victoria Black. I liked it.
I liked it.
You're
You're
crazy.
crazy. I thought her performance overall was the best.
I thought she had the most to do, which is the most interesting.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool how she made, I mean, obviously, Universal Studios made
She
those
made
pieces.
those body pieces.
Made that stuff.
Well, at least that's what she says. I don't know. Were they actual body parts? We'll see. I mean, we won't see. She probably buried them, but we should have seen. I mean, she always looks really cool, but I have to give it to her. It's the Universal Studios of it all.
It is the Universal Studios.
It was very impressive. Then we get my favorite part of every episode, which is the Boulets talking to one another and just kind of chit-chatting. This one did go on a little long, you know, because they're talking about not only the entire season, but everyone's performances on their own season, which I thought was a really odd metric to include in this. Didn't you think that was odd?
Yeah.
Because if you didn't perform great in your season, that's going to be a handicap for you in the Titans. That doesn't make any sense to me. I thought that was really strange.
Yeah.
Well-
but I think they also just use it as an excuse to highlight all the good stuff from their original season.
No, I agree.
And like
but
measure the growth.
Victoria performed so well. I think it was just another way to kind of give her the crown without any sort of fanfare.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you knew it was going to her. Then, instead of having all the monsters come back on stage, instead of having, like, them say it out loud, we get a video of them going down a hall, of no one going down a hallway, and we're seeing all the portraits of the dead monsters. And then we see a crown, and the camera pans up to a portrait of Victoria.
It's a beautiful portrait. She looks great.
She looks wonderful, which means she wins. End of episode. What?
End of season.
What?
No bloodbath, no crowning.
Nothing.
No bringing back from the dead.
At the very least, I would have loved for them to get notes from the judges. Like, I would have loved a final, like, we invite you back and we want to tell you how great your performances was and how much we loved you. But they didn't.
Or like put them in a pit
And
whoever
drown them
whoever
all.
survives can have the crown. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, give them,
Prove
like,
to me you're
sticks
really
stuff.
tightened.
And kill the other two. Curtis, you know, because he works in TV, you know, he's an actor. He said, well, maybe there was like a positive COVID test. Like, he was like, that was the first thought I had, was like they couldn't finish filming because of a positive COVID test.
Maybe they just ran out of money or time or caring about it.
Which is modern day positive COVID test.
Okay, I would never tell anybody how to do anything, but wouldn't it have been interesting?
To see them crown her a winner.
Or even like brought everyone back and went back to the beginning of like writing down and voting or whatever. Like brought all the Titans back from hell or whatever just to have a final appearance.
There was a lot that they could have done to make it feel
Complete.
but they didn't, and that's okay. We don't know the full story. All we know is that all of us were sitting at home doing the same exact thing, and that was,
You know what though? When they were talking for a long time about how this can be like the closing of the first chapter and the next chapter is going to be crazy. So like maybe the next season is going to be a whole new
world. And that's what we've learned. If we've learned anything from Dragula,
Just
the
to go
songs
watch
of
Aladdin.
Aladdin are
Still hold
beautiful,
up. They hold up.
stellar.
Yeah. You ever watched Patch Adams?
Always.
Oh, that's
Spaghetti.
Patch Adams. Yes. Oh, it's kind of like Bizarro Dragula. We want you to lay in this tub of wet noodles.
They have a big vagina. Like the doors of
Oh
vagina.
yeah, this the legs.
and you walk in the vagina.
Yes.
We should watch that movie
I
again.
haven't watched that in a while.
R.I.P. Sweet doctor.
That is the end of Dragula Titans. You know, all in all, a great experience. I loved watching it.
All in all, I had a great time.
I love seeing the ghouls.
I love, of course, and I love being in a different format than Drag Race. Like, I just love having a different form of drag to intake.
Yeah.
Couple notes. Bring back the executions, the exterminations.
Bring back the extermination.
Bring back the dumb little skits at the beginning. I really liked those. I mean,
Yeah.
I hated them.
No.
But without them, I missed it.
Yeah.
And stop.
Too much
Too much
in the long table room.
Too much drama, talking. Too much.
Or keep the fright feats, but also have exterminations.
And add the skit in so it's even more time. I never need to see anyone talk about a love triangle for 6 episodes. I just don't need to see that.
No, 8 episodes is okay, which is why you should all watch Emily and Perry season 3 on Netflix.
Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking with us through this ghoulish.
And remember, Boulay today, Boulan tomorrow. No. Oh, do your witch cackle.
Oh, I should do a witch cackle?
Because didn't they ask him? They asked Coco, do your best witch cackle.
Oh, yeah.
Coco said, which is funny.
Okay, sorry. I had to
Give me
clear
your
out my
best.
pipe.
Should we say goodbye and then do it?
No, we already
Okay.
did it. We already said goodbye. I'm just going to cut.
Do all the Patreon and whatever.
Yeah. Okay. My witch cackle.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I get self-conscious? Okay. That's a good witch cackle.
No,
Okay.
no, that's my laugh. Oh, I like it went into evil. I liked that.
I got sweaty.
Oh yeah, it is nerve-wracking.
Right?
No.
Okay, that one.
It's a little country like.
Yeah, that one did feel like you were on
Yeah.
a farm. But the first one, hide your kids, hide your wife. So scary.
It's like an old granny.
Yeah, that's just creepy granny. Your favorite video game, so I guess it does make sense.
I found a version where you can play as Granny, but it's a little glitchy.
God damn.
It's hard. It's not as like easy. Like the controls aren't as easy.
Okay, I am not a play games on your phone kind of gal. It's just not for me.
I'm in a non-phase right now.
I will
except for Jelly
sometimes
Car.
find a game that I am obsessed with, but then because I like to play games that have no stakes, okay? I like to play games where
That
like
one game that
you just
you
finish
told me
it.
about, like
Well, that's what I'm about
Spot.
to. Yeah, shut up. So I only play games that like stakes are low and you just play until it's done. It doesn't matter. You don't die. You just keep going. Because I don't like. Oh my god, I don't like death.
I
There's
do
just
like
been
a
so much
finish line.
death.
I do like a finish line.
And there is. You finish in this one. One of the games that I always recommend to every single person I meet, like literally is the first thing I say, "Hi, I'm Darby. Have you played Monument Valley?" There's this game called Monument Valley.
Monuments Valley.
It is the most stunning, beautiful game. Calming. It is just a game where you spin stuff around, buildings around to make
And
a path
cute little
for this
person.
cute little person to go do 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 do. And they have I think there's 2 different episodes, like 2 different apps that are like 2 different versions.
Yeah.
So you can play. I played it twice all the way through, both because I'm obsessed.
So calming and like pretty.
I love
Monument
Monument
I told
Valley.
about that?
It is worth every moment.
I told Miss Kimchi about it because I thought, because she likes games too.
I think she's more into like.
Well, this was before, this was like years ago, like right after she got on Drag Race or something.
Oh, when she was still talking to you.
No. She just was tweeting about games, and I was like, "Hey, this game is so pretty. I think you would like it."
I texted her because I saw a TikTok yesterday of people who get together and they present PowerPoints to their friends.
Should we do that?
I think it looks so fun.
I would
love
do.
the idea of giving a speech. I just love
would
it.
do.
And it's all
About anything.
About anything. I love that. I was watching it and I was like, this reminds me of like the chaos of the game night with Kim. I'm gonna send this to Kim and like offer it as an option. And so I sent it to her and she said, this looks like a lot of work. And I was like, okay, yeah, but like no pain, no gain, Kimberly Chi. Like this looks so fun, right? And then she's like, I just want to play the games we played last time.
I want to do that too. That sounds so fun. Let's do
I
it.
wanna
Let's
play
do
the
it at your
PowerPoint
house because we
game.
have that. We can scrounge enough people up. The only thing is, can I borrow your computer to make my PowerPoint? Just because my computer.
You have to get a computer. Like you have to.
My Venmo is at Alexis Pebbles.
If anyone
anybody
has
wants to,
like an old MacBook, but not too old, like one that functions that they don't need anymore, or you want to donate to charity, please get her.
No,
a
I've got
computer.
a line on
Because
no, I've got a line
we
on
have
some
so
work.
much
Actually,
content that we're ready to give out to you, but I cannot edit
she
it
cannot
all.
do it.
I
all.
can't.
No,
I need
and
her
actually,
to have a computer.
on that point,
What?
we are actually going to be taking a little break.
What?
To close out season, what are we on right now? Season 3, season 4? And we're going to be taking a tiny little break. We're going to come back in January and we want to wish you all happy holidays.
Nuh-uh.
You don't want to take a break now?
No, I think we should do the Canada one
And then take a break?
and then take a break.
Okay, Darby, cut everything I just said.
Yeah, just be patient with us through the holidays, but we're definitely going to come back and
For season 4, kicking and screaming.
For season 4.
Into the world. Yeah, what are we on?
of Dragula.
Of IMHO.
We don't have seasons. You make up the number each
Yes,
time.
we do.
Okay. Bye.